elevate all of this up to the ceiling. Let's get that length in, say there. So let's just pop these out. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I have just been browsing YouTube on viral haircuts or trends, and I just come across this haircut by Tina. And Tina did one of my wolf cuts years ago, and she did this haircut today. And I've just been sectioning the front. We've still got the back to section, but I'm going to explain it all on the board when it comes to the section pattern. But this is basically a way of maintaining hair layers, a little bit of length without affecting the baseline. And if you are a regular on my channel, you'll know what this does. But I just thought I really liked the way that she was doing it, and she called it the 5-minute home haircut or something like that. So this is going to be the 8-minute, because I'm going to put a little bit more explanation into why we're doing it, explore the section pattern a little bit better, but talk to you about all of this. But she also goes on to say that if you are doing this, at-home haircuts aren't going to give you the same result as in a hair salon, which obviously I totally agree with, but it's just a really nice way to explore it and understand why hair does what it does when your hairdresser cuts it. And if you are a new hairdresser and wanting to understand, if clients are coming to you, and I've heard it in the past, got hair on me, hairdressers lose clients because they take too much length off, or they take too much off the layers. And that could just be down to a little bit lack of education, of understanding. So if you're a hairdresser, stick around as well, because we're going to explain exactly what goes on and the reason why my sections are where they are. And my sections are taken from the high point of the head. So find the high point of the head, put the comb on there, and it's just through there, which then gives me that point there to section through there, which is basically just in front of the ears on both sides. And it's on that top of that forehead, and I'll explain why in a second. And then this back section is, once the front's done, this back is section for you. There's quite a bit of hair here, but you're not going to be affecting the length at all, really. I'll explain again when we get into it. But we're taking this all the way up to the ceiling, because this is known as over direction and elevation. And what this gives you is, it gives you the softest result you can get, but also taking off the least amount of hair that you can see off of those ends, or gives you the softest result. So all I'm going to do is just pop in that bobble quite loosely into there, and then pop that on there. And that is on the high point of the head, and that's on the highest point of the forehead. Let's just jump in the section pattern and I'll explain a little bit more. When it comes to the section pattern, you noticed that I found that high point of the head by putting my comb flat there, and it basically gave me that spot there. And then what we did a diagonal line from that high point to there, which is just in front of the ears, which just follows this through, and then we sectioned right on that point on the forehead, which then gave us all of this free hair, which then we took that section through there. So we took all of this hair straight up and then sectioned that off there, which is just known as elevation and then over direction. Reason for this is all elevated up, which is going to be the softest result possible. And then also, because we're taking it to the highest point and we're going to be taking off the very ends, we can see the wispiness here, which then won't really affect the baseline. Let's get back into the haircut. Right, so let's get these ends cut and just give you a fresher looking haircut. And then helping you hairdressers out there who take too much off of their clients, not to take too much off their clients. So what we're going to do is we're just going to elevate all of this up to the ceiling, and we're just going to find those wispy ends, because they're the ends that will probably end up breaking, splitting. And then did you know, once hair starts to split, it travels up the hair, splitting all the way up, which is then defeating the object of growing your hair longer. So we want to be getting rid of those. And again, this is just a maintenance. So we're just taking this up. I'm just going to drop that down so you can see all those wispy ends. And then all I'm going to do, so I'll just point cut those off. Again, point cutting, softest way to cut hair. And that's just given us, get rid of those stragglers that are there. It's just giving us a really nice blunt edge, but once it all falls out, it's going to be very soft. Now again, with this back section, we don't want to be taking length away. And see that piece of hair that just fell out there? That's the length. So you know you're miles off of where that length is. This is just to bring this up to here. And we just want to be looking at these ends that could potentially break and split. And again, just point cut those off, and you're not going to affect the length, because the length is all of this hair here, which is all falling out. So if you're a hairdresser and you sometimes think, right, I'm going to bring all this hair up, and I think refreshing, I think we'll start taking off. Let's get that length in, say there. Probably wouldn't take this much hair off, but if you were doing it section by section, maybe lost your guideline, and you thought, yeah, that's probably a good amount of layer to put in there just to refresh. It's a lot of hair, you probably wouldn't do it. But if you did, you started affecting that baseline and then putting in too much layer, that's where your clients are going to get a little bit fed up with you taking too much hair off and then potentially find another stylist. So let's just pop these out, get rid of my scissors. And all it's done is just refresh those ends and taking off any split ends which were really quite frayed. And if we wanted to now go into the baseline, let's have a look through here. And I know a lot of you in videos say, oh, we should take off those straggly ends. What we could do now is we could take those off, but really only taking off what is needed, making that baseline nice and fresh again. So I'll show you. Let me grab my scissors again. So you see those wispy ends that are all sitting through there? I'm just going to come down, and then those ends that are like very see-through, we want our fingers to be parallel. And again, all I'm doing is point cutting. We could blunt it if you want to, but again, it's just a bit of a maintenance, a bit of a dusting is what we're doing, and just keeping those clients happy, not taking too much length off, and keeping them coming back to you as a hairdresser. But also for you lot out there that love to cut your own hair, people often ask, how do you do the back yourself? The answer is you can't, being truthfully honest. What you could do is you could get the hair and separate it and then pull it forward like this. But all you're going to do then, because that hair is traveling like that and twisting, you could potentially end up with it being shorter in the back or much shorter at the front, and it not quite balance up. So again, I always say in every video, this isn't to show people how to cut their own hair, it's to show people methodologies, and ways to be able to be a better hairdresser, but also a better understanding. So if you want a new baseline cut, I'd head to a hair salon, or like I said in my last video, get your neighbour over, get them to trim the ends for you. But that is it. That is like basically an 8-minute understanding of how to do a maintenance haircut. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Till next time, we'll see you on the next video.